on the Drip Podcast.
G'day, champ. I was looking for some winners.
Sure thing. Please hold.
Moses won the 10,000 from Powlele.
Away goes Anima on the Rosehill Guinea.
But Home Affairs has made a mess of them.
Coming through is Fireburn with a big run off the fence. I'm thunderstruck, went boom over the top. Nature Strip clings on. He's king of the mountain this time.
Thanks for waiting. No guarantees, but we'll see what we can do.
Sounds about right.
What do you reckon the process is of us trying to get that track included for Triple J's Hottest 100? Because it's a banger.
Mate,
I don't mind it.
I honestly do think it's your best work.
Well,
phenomenal. The first time I heard it, I couldn't believe it. I was in disbelief, mate. Nah, it is great. I wonder what the threshold is. So the hottest 100. How many votes do you reckon number 100 gets?
That's a great question.
Because you can have 10 votes per person, right?
Mm. Can you vote for the same song 10 times?
No.
Okay. I'd say what? Oh, how many people vote? Like 200,000?
Yeah, a few 100,000, I'm pretty sure vote. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the winning one would probably get, 20%. I think that's a fair estimate.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Or is that too high?
Well, let's say the winner gets of the, let's say 200,000 people vote. I think you'd probably be getting close to 100,000 votes for the winner.
Oh, so 50%.
Close to, I reckon, like 40 maybe. For the winner, mate.
Yeah. What was it last year? Can never remember.
Was that Elephant last year? The cover?
Oh, yeah, it was.
Was that last year?
Yeah. I don't think that's getting 1 in 2 people voting for it.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Like, I
don't know.
Not all hottest 100s are equal. You know what I'm saying?
Certainly not. No.
So, like, Humble, for example, got number 1. I feel like that year there was like no one else is voting for anything else.
No. Yeah. I don't know, mate. We're not up with it anymore, mate.
I forget about them.
No, but like we're not savvy anymore.
No.
Like we're almost 30, mate. I'm almost 30. I'm 30 in
weeks.
I'd call it 5 to 6 weeks.
I think that's accurate.
I think that's incredibly accurate and scary.
Yeah, how are you feeling about it?
Oh, indifferent. You know me, mate. Like, it is what it is. I feel the same as I did yesterday, and I'm sure I'll feel the same on my birthday.
Have you felt the need in your 29th year to do anything like groundbreaking? Like, I guess you proposed to G, so that's one. So did I, and so did Macca. So 3 of us just,
Just pulling the trigger on our 29th year.
But I'm more talking like a marathon or something.
Nah. No, man. No, I'm a very content and happy man. I'm easily pleased. I live my life in a simple manner. Me going to the pub, having a few quiet ones, opening up my Neds app, and having a punt with the boys on some ponies, and that to me is an enjoyable life to live.
I reckon that's the cure to world peace. Just going to the pub, having a couple of beers with your mates, and opening up your Neds app.
Vladimir, when was the last time you had a punt on the ponies with your mates? On your Neds app. When was the last time? He'd probably say in Russian, of course, you know what, DJ, it's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but Bakey in the last.
Yeah, Bakey in the last. Yeah, look, which, that could be some foreboding for what is to come in this podcast, because we're talking Ascot Carney, mate. Last Group 1 of the year, last episode of the season. How you feeling?
Hell of a year. And this is a good opportunity to say thank you, Drifters, for again tuning in for another season. Obviously, without your support, we couldn't get the great support of our good sponsors like Neds, Bareback Biltong, Gage Roads Brewing. Oh, they just keep going. You know what I mean? No, mate, it's been great. Definitely keen for a spell.
Yeah, put us out in the paddock.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, we were talking about silly season, but it is the busiest time of year for my place of work. Don't know about you.
Mate, typically you'd be winding down in the game I play, but for me this year it doesn't feel like that. Certainly not. But then you sort of compound that with silly season, and I can see the finish line, but I feel like the last few strides there are going to be the hardest. But you know,
it's like running up a hill, and it's like the last 5 meters. You're like, fuck.
Yeah,
it's like an eternity.
Yeah, it's like my calves have turned to jelly and they're going to slide off my legs. Not that I have any calves of note to speak about.
You're not Chalky Neal, mate.
God, Chalky Neal is sizable calves. Geez, they're shaping up a nice roster next year, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Hey-ho, baby.
I saw they're not fucking around with the rookie list either. So the rookie draft, they're like, you know what? We'll take Ryan Lester. We'll take Nakia Cockatoo because they're good club men. So we'll just get them in the club and just boost morale. Yeah, you won't play a game in 2023 with the draft picks and the recruits that we got. Absolutely not. But you can cut the oranges and you can keep the water cold.
100%. And not the bench warm because you're not even quite there. But you know, every premiership side, mate, has a good squad behind them.
100%. Absolutely. And you know, if 4 key defenders go down, Ryan Lester will do a job against the small forward.
Hopefully against a side that's not close to the top of the table, mate. Perhaps.
Yeah, you know.
He's a good club man.
He is, Froggy.
So 2023, plenty to look forward to, mate.
Yes.
Do we have anything on the agenda specifically, like I've said 1,000 times before, brains of the podcast, the organised one. Do we have anything on the agenda to discuss in terms of, from a review standpoint?
Today?
Yeah.
No. We could off the top of the dome.
Nah, fuck it.
Honestly, this year I've been the most unprepared for the last episode of the year, but you know, we're just riffing, we're kind of reviewing, but
yeah.
Let's go to last weekend then.
Yep.
Paul Ailey. Well found by you, by default, I guess, but mate, hell of a win that.
Yeah. Great win. Ridden cold. There was pace suited, mate.
Yeah, but still.
Pace suited the sweepers.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great win. Yeah, fantastic. I was just laughing. Drifters, he ended up being my top selection only because Villana got scratched. And then I was like, do I go Paul Ailey or Rothfire? And there was a few things going on in my brain. And let's have a look inside the brain of someone who's just beyond your average punter. All right, Drifters.
Beyond the average punter.
Beyond the average punter. Yeah, what? Beyond the average level of success in the opposite direction. No, literally, I was saying on the podcast, Godolphin throws the balls at the stump so many times, they're going to hit him. They don't have 2 horses in this race, they only have 1. Also, if Paul Ailey wins this race, I think I might have to resign from the podcast. So I was just like, purely based on that, he's got to be on my top selection because if he wins this race and I'm not on, I'll be filthy. Only bet I had on the weekend.
Oh, well found by you.
Yeah.
The astrologist, please. What was I thinking?
That's all right, man.
Hasn't won for 68 weeks now. Just won't. That's like one of the big form references that I look at is like, when is their last win? And how many runs have they had in the last 12 months? Because I can put a line through a lot of them based on that information.
Yeah, no doubt.
I can put a line through about half the field the majority of the time. Then you'll have horses that come good. Cascadian comes to mind. Might run 8 times in a year, win once, but he's starting to put a few together, you know what I mean?
Yeah, as he gets older, the big fella. It was a cracking win, but it was pure arse by me. There was no punting nous or analysis that went into that whatsoever. Pure arse.
Mate, that's fine, you know. These things happen. All right, I have another TikTok to show you this week. This one's funny. I think you'll really? No, hold on. Just Just pad for a second.
Yeah, I can pad. And it might be difficult for you to answer questions where you're sort of scrolling through the talk. I don't know how well you can multitask, but your favourite win this season so far? So not this year, because obviously it'd be Fireburn. So of the spring, what's your favourite win? Doesn't have to be something you've backed, but
I think it was Bella Nipotina. Easiest win of the spring.
Oh yeah, 100%.
She absolutely put him away. Horse I wasn't on, I reckon Giga Kick. That was a hell of a win, mate. Hell of a story.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
What about yourself?
Yeah, Bella Nipotina's was super impressive. That was definitely the win of the spring. Destiny fulfilled. Mowing the Cox Plate. That was my favourite win.
Yeah.
It just felt good, man. Just felt so good. What am I? Yeah, I'll rewatch that race like at least once a week. He's my boy, Baloo. You're my boy.
Yeah. Tim Payne areas right there. All right.
It's so much so.
All right. This one was posted by Barstool Sports.
Oh, I love Barstool.
42.8 million views.
Okay, yeah.
Goes for about 5 seconds. So hit that middle one.
Okay.
Just hold up.
Yep. Let's go.
They're literally above ahead. Why do we need this much water for 3? Shit! Fuck! No, don't go fast! Fuck! Don't go fast! Jack, stop! 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 Stop!
Sucked in, you fucking loser.
Why do we need this much
Shit
water?
chain, shit haircut.
No, don't go fast!
Now you're fucking.
Don't go fast!
You're
Jack, stop,
wet
stop,
as
stop,
fuck.
stop, stop,
You loser.
Stop, stop.
This is so set up though. Like that's set up, but it's still funny.
6.5 million likes.
It's just
some
simple things, mate.
I know.
Simple minds, simple pleasures. Like that's just funny. It was always gonna be funny. It's just like when you're walking past a hedge and and you push your mate into the hedge and he falls into it. That's never not gonna be funny. It's always gonna be hilarious. It doesn't matter how old you are or who does it. Like that's just pure comedy, mate.
It is
Pure comedy.
I've never been so aware of hedges since that happened.
Oh, mate, yeah. That was one of my finest moments.
It was fucking hilarious.
G'day, Bradley. Hope you're well.
Hey,
Still, I hope you're still finding twigs in your arsehole.
Norley Stakes. Last Group 1 of the year, mate. You're atop the leaderboard again, so congratulations to you.
Oh, barely.
1,800 metres. The Drummond Golf Norley Stakes. If Drummond Golf somehow hear this, I'm available. But Cascadian is the $2.90 favourite with Neds, followed by Amelia's Jewel. What way are you leaning?
Full respect to Cascadian, but I'm leaning the way of Amelia's Jewel, AJ. And you know why?
She's a lightly weighted filly.
It's a lightly weighted filly.
Mm-hmm.
Open company.
Mm-hmm.
50 kegs on her back.
Yeah.
Absolutely flying. Yeah. What about you, mate?
Yeah. In-depth analysis. That's what you get for the WA group.
You know, I'm coming. Like, you know, I just wanted to see what your thoughts
It's
were.
fine. I just, the chemistry that we build here is
I give a big bullshit spiel and then you're like, no, that's stupid. This is what I'm backing. Nah, look, if you want something, look, Paddy Carberry, he's in pretty good form. He's 50 keks, super light. She's drawing gate 1. Now, I reckon a lot of people are going to be looking at that thinking, oh, geez, that's a bit sticky. Like she's going to have to be on the rail and get out of the rail and find some space and kick away at some point. I'm like, no. When you got a lightly weighted filly in the race and she's got some ability like AJ, she's not Arcadia Queen.
no.
But she's got some ability. You ride her arrogantly, mate. You just park her up. You're like, who's going to lead? I'm just going to park myself behind him and I'm going to even get it somehow, just going to bring her out and just find a way to be like one off the fence. That's what you do. And I reckon Paddy Carberry's going to do that with 50 kilos on his back. AJ through the line in the WA Guineas looks like a horse who wants 1,800 to 2,000 metres. The race wasn't even ran to suit, I don't think, last time. I reckon they were walking and she still put him away. Just so strong through the line. Which you love to see. I think she's got all the ability in the world to roll forward in this. Cascadian, good horse, obviously. Multiple Group 1 winner. He's clearly the proven horse. J-Mac on. He'll go back because he always does. His 2 wins this prep, the early sectionals have been pretty quick, which is what he needs to win. I don't know if he gets that here. So he's always a maybe punt for me. Like, I don't actually back him that often. I used to all the time. And he just lost so much money. I used to all the time, but he's a better horse now. But just his racing style, I'm happy to take him on. AJ's short at $3.30 with Neds, but I'd rather take the $3.30 with AJ than I would the $2.90 with Cascadian. So she's my on top here, and there's nothing really else I was looking at in this.
Yeah. Well justified, I might say. You know what? I'm just going back to the world. Tricks of the trade, why not? Barrier 16 is sticky. But this horse's strike rate speaks for itself. 9 from 14, missed the top 3 once. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
But Barrier 16 is horrific. And, you know, we're typically not big barrier guys, but
no,
I think you're always learning in the game of horse racing, right?
Of course we are.
I'm giving him more respect than I used to.
Yeah.
All right, because as you typically do, trying to map out where he'll actually get in the run has to go back. So it's like, whereas in the first Group 1, what was the first Group 1 in WA?
Oh, the Railway Stakes.
Thank you. In the Railway, he was run of the race. Like, throughout it, you didn't want to be on another horse.
No. He had a sucked-in run, easy. Yeah.
Yeah, so you could probably, like, bonus his win there because he had such a suck run. So if he is indeed the horse that I think he is, he has to prove it from a sticky barrier. I think he could be an Eastern Seaboard type of operator. I think he's pretty damn good. And we will clearly get a line through where he's at going up against Cascadian. So if he beats Cascadian home and wins this, you're like, hello. We might
bring him across for the autumn, yeah.
Yeah, we might have a really good horse here. And then, yeah, of course, Amelia's Jewel. Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah, thing about Tricks of the Trade is you're getting a price to find out. Last start, Group 1 winner.
What? Impressive. Win last start too.
Put him away. Your concern is where is he in the run? But, you know,
mate, for $14, I'll find out.
$14 to throw at the stumps,
yeah,
mate.
Why not?
Throw at the stumps. My guy, who I backed in the Railway Stakes, is 34, was ironclad in this. He was very disappointing in that race.
Big duck egg.
Oh, would be shocked if he turned around. Would be shocked. But I've been shocked plenty of times before. Steinem creates a little bit of interest. Mara Eustace, it's a horse that obviously runs on the Eastern Seaboard. Ran really well behind a Tissue in the Matriarch Stakes last start, so wouldn't be surprised to see her up and around the numbers. But Amelia's Jewel's the one for me. I reckon she'll put them away and then I'll bring her across for the autumn.
Lovely. Well, I have one other bet for the weekend. And if other than Tricks of the Trade, so $14 into, let me just see here, Doomben race 6, number 9 Chikara at $41. So that's just a 2-leg multi paying anything with the good people at Neds.
Shout out to SJC Thoroughbreds,
mate. Friends of the show, we have to give him a nod. And
one last start.
Very well.
Yeah, easily.
No respect. Come on, man.
Absolutely no respect. I'm just looking at my other bets for the weekend, and we don't have prices yet for them, Drifters, with Neds, which is pretty typical for Ascot. Obviously, they're 2 hours behind, so that's all good. But look, they might be on your phone. I've got me laptop up. So race 3, Ascot, Truly Inspired, back to the last start. White and Cerise, Pikey on. Draws well. Yeah, I think it'll be awfully hard to beat. We'll go into the Perth Cup. So that's a bet for me. Race 4, no prices there.
No price.
No
I
price
think
yet.
I think it would be $2 to $3.
Yeah, I think so too. Race 4, I liked. Or was it race 5? Jeez, this is
High quality.
high quality stuff. No, sorry, it was race 4. Again, the Cerise and White category 3. Again, like its starting profile in this, 2 really nice seconds. This prep, I think it's due to win. Rock hard fit for the 1400 metres. And then my last one. Geez, Pikey's having a fill up. Race 9 in Ascot, number 10, Burn You to Survive. Had a couple of winter runs, which are pretty disappointing, so they just put it away. Trialling super well, has a pretty good first up record. Pikey on's a big plus, and obviously Pikey in the last drift is like, come on. Who do you think we are?
What are you doing?
We don't do anything special here. We do tried and true recipes. The best of the day for me, I'm just going to say AJ, mate. I'm confident she wins. She was best of the day for me a couple of weeks ago. She got the JD. Cherry ripe for this.
Well, congratulations to you. Congrats.
Watch her run a real nice 4th.
Mate, hell of a year. What was your highlight for the year? Question without notice.
Highlight of the year for me was finally getting back down to Flemington for Derby Day, mate. Easily. It's so good to be trackside. I think that in line with having the opportunity to be lucky enough to go, Randwick championships as well, obviously all throughout the winter, going to the Winter Carnival, going to Melbourne Cup as well was a hell of a treat. Last few years, obviously, with the spicy cough, can't take that sort of shit for granted. So very lucky to do that. And saw some absolutely fantastic horses in real life who I love. I've now seen, most importantly, my guy Mo in real life. I've seen Gypsy, our boy Marzu. I've seen VE, a sack of others. So yeah, very lucky, mate. What about you?
I really did enjoy the Winter Carnival.
Yeah,
here in Brisbane, highlighted by our guy Marzu.
He's a good horse.
Horse of the podcast. And not only that, he pocketed another $4 million for not winning a race in the spring. Good on him.
Only our boy Marzu could get away with something like that.
Yeah, Triple Crown, mate. They just they know what they're doing.
They don't have a lot, but fucking hell, when they get them, when they get them, they're just like, this one will win a cool 10 milli, whatever. Red Zell, 20 something.
But he's probably one of the horses I'm most excited for in the autumn, because wet tracks will bring him right into the game, and he proved it that, he's up against the best in the country.
He's a tough horse, mate. He barely runs a bad race.
Proved the doubters wrong this prep.
Yeah, he's a super tough horse. He's going to win more races in his career. Marzu,
yeah,
our
absolutely.
boy.
I think horse of the year. Yeah, I'd say horse of the year for mine is Alligator Blood. 3 Group 1s, including a Stradbroke, which that form is doing. How good is that? Underwood.
Unbelievable form.
And then the Champions Stakes, Champions Mile as well.
Yeah.
Mate, pretty impressive.
From where he was, mate, yeah, definitely the story of the year, the blood. God, if you asked me 12 months ago if I thought he'd ever win another race, let alone 3 Group 1s, from 1400 to 1800, I said a clean fuck no.
Well, the very first time we went to see our first horse, Mint Condition, who is having a jump out very soon, I might add.
She looks good too.
She looks great. Real nature strip vibes in the colouring. So hopefully she's half as fast as him. But, mate, went up to Sunshine Coast, James Healy Racing, who shares the property with Bill Healy Racing, no relation. And they were looking after Alligator Blood at the time, and they're like, "Mate, do you want to go check out Alligator Blood. And we're like, fuck yes.
Yeah.
Group 1 winner, why wouldn't we? Stars in the line, whatever. But they were, the word from the inside was like, a lot of things have to go right for this thing to get back.
Yeah.
And look at him.
Yeah.
Like,
it's incredible.
Like basically, 12 to 18 months later, 15 months later, three-time Group 1 winner.
Yeah. No, unbelievable. Horse, a question without notice. Horse you're most excited for in the autumn?
I think it has to be Marzu. Just because of like what he's promising to do against our best sprinters. Like, is Nature Strip done? Has that trip to Ascot really like dulled him a bit?
Yeah.
Will we see the same Nature Strip in the autumn? I feel like that's a really fascinating storyline.
It is, yeah.
What about you?
Ooh. Three-way tie. Really sorry. Gypsy Goddess. Mate, she runs third in the Golden Eagle first up. Like, she's a horse. She's a great horse, and she'll be aiming at the longer distance stuff. If he goes round, Solcombe as well. Mm-hmm. Really keen to see how he goes. And El Bodegon. Just to add to our Group 1 sort of middle distance ranks. So three-way tie for me.
Do you reckon Animo goes overseas?
Depends how he goes here. If he wins first up in a Group 1 or something like that, yeah. They're just like, fuck it, what else have we got to prove? We'd love to see him go overseas. Is he up there with the best 2,000 metre horses overseas? I don't think so. But he'll be competitive over there. Mm-hmm. If he wins overseas, just like, that's the thing. I still think he's got scope for improvement, Mo. Because he'll probably need to find another 2 lengths maybe to be up there with the best over there. Length and a half.
I think they learnt something within this prep, even though won 4 Group 1s and a Cox Plate. But like that last run in the Champions Stakes, he was just not ready to go.
Nah.
He was trotting up in the mounting yard. He was sweating. He doesn't do that.
No.
So it's like, if you could scratch him that late, James Cummings would have been like, no way is this thing running. And I wouldn't have been surprised if he actually had a word to J-Mac going like, mate, just be kind to him.
Yeah.
Like, just because what's he worth? Like 80 million?
Monster.
Like, yeah. So, I feel like a lot of people saw that and halved the bets if they could.
I certainly did not.
Anyway, thank you for tuning in once again, and hell of a season. We say this each year, but we'll see how we're feeling around Magic Millions time. Yep. We might put out a few podcasts then. We might do a live stream or something instead, but we are in Sydney for the actual Magic Millions, so we won't be able to do it for that weekend. But thank you to our sponsors, Bareback Biltong, Gage Roads, and of course, Neds. If you're considering having a punt for the rest of the year in the new year, do it with Neds. The app's brilliant. Take it to the Neds level, but if you're doing it, please do it responsibly.
No doubt. Yeah, thanks so much for all your support, Drifters. Thanks so much to our sponsors. Yeah, been a hell of a season, been a hell of a year. Onwards and upwards. Maybe we'll just explode on TikTok.
Maybe. Big John. Do a collaboration with Big John. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, some succulent Chinese meals all around.
Hooroo. Thanks again.